What up, YouTube? Really exciting video for you today. I hope everyone saw my announcements on Twitter, Atrioch's announcements on Twitter, Ludwig's announcements on Twitter, maybe even my good friend Nick Allen's announcements on Twitter. We are starting, or have started, and are finally announcing a creative studio, an agency, a production company called Off-Brand. Now, those of you who have watched my stream know that I had a secret announcement about 2 years ago when I left Gen G. And the truth is that Off-Brand has existed since then. Off-Brand was a brainchild of me, Atrioch, and Ludwig as a way to, okay, this is going to read as Leech, as a way to continue to work with our friend Ludwig as he continued to get bigger and better, and as a way for Atrioch and I to use our business experience to try and do fun things, to solve marketing challenges for brands, to get further into esports, to do cooler content, things that maybe streamers aren't doing. And so for the last 2 years behind the scenes, as I'm sure people have noticed, I have been working on Ludwig brand activations. Things like NordVPN, Raid Shadow Legends for LACS, famously, the Slim Jim fucking suck-off, which if you haven't seen that video, yeah, maybe it's good. Maybe we talk about the Slim Jim fucking suck-off. No, you guys will have to find that old video if we're going to talk about it. We've been helping Ludwig make money doing these events. And Ludwig famously, here, let's pull up his tweet really quick, is not going to be a streamer forever. So he's made this statement for a long time. He is not always going to be a streamer. In fact, after the subathon, I think he was very much considering quitting streaming in general. But when he's done streaming, he doesn't want to be fully away from the streaming space. He is a creator at heart, and he wants to produce events. He wants to help other streamers do cool things. In fact, he said to me once that his goal with Off-Brand is to do a streamer's biggest event for the year, to help them get their highest viewership, to do their coolest shit. And so we are starting with XQC, perfect timing, I know, on a stream, an event called Juiced. Juiced is a show where streamers go on and compete in silly, irreverent challenges, popping balloons with their butt, or things like you would see in Mario Party. It's going to be hosted by XQC, and it's going to be a really fun time. It is the first of many things we want to do with Off-Brand, because Off-Brand isn't just creating events. I know on the homepage we have some of like Ludwig's biggest things, but we also want to do things like video game publishing. We want to do things like esports. We want to do cool things that we are good at and we feel would fulfill us in a business perspective. And with Ludwig at the helm, along with Nick Allen, Atrioch, and myself, I think we can do it. This started, for those of you that don't know, a lot of this started with me and Atrioch trying to get into the esports agent space. This is so long ago. I mean, you can actually look at the dates, I guess. And people don't know this. Hugo, I'm going to rely on you to tell the people. We actually got Hugo his spot at Dignitas. And the next week, he went to Genesis and got top 8, which is one of the greatest, Hugo's greatest placements in the modern era. I'll say it. Here was his announcement video. I love that.
What's going on here?
The slow taking off the sweater.
Wait,
What's happening here?
What is
he's
this?
being infected.
Ah!
Over time, this has pivoted from like esports, player management, agent stuff into doing what we do best, which is creating live streamed experiences. Well, I'm a bit of a rising star myself, but I haven't created anything as exciting as Ludwig. And I know that Atrioch and I both have aspirations to do those things. And whether it's for ourselves or other streamers, I think it's something really interesting that we will be doing. Now, some of you may be thinking, why is this taking so long? You guys have been friends forever. You've been grading content forever. You've been working on Ludwig sponsorships for what seems like 2 years. How come you haven't done this in the past? And there's two big reasons. One is we needed someone with more relationships than ourselves, especially as we became streamers. We were hobnobbing with top streamers, but we fell out of a little bit of the business sphere. With Nick Allen joining Mogul Moves, we had an opportunity to work with a friend of ours who had worked at Loaded, one of the biggest gaming agencies in the world. They did the platform deal for Ninja. They worked with Shroud. For a while, they worked with Dr. Disrespect. We had now some clout and elbow grease, or even hand grease, I would say, in the agency space for streamers. Nick provided a different perspective for us and really convinced us that this was the time and opportunity to go big. The second reason was because goddamn Atrioch would not quit NVIDIA. He's been... Oh my God, I gotta say this. He has been saying, I'm all in, boys. Let's go. Our dogs are barking. Woof, woof, woof. For over a year now. I'm gonna move down to LA. I'm gonna quit NVIDIA. We're gonna do Off-Brand. And finally, finally, he is willing to do it. I think everyone saw the press release. Aatrox is going to go live later today and give his story on this, but Aatrox is actually leaving NVIDIA. He is going to be joining us full time, and we are going to be working on making the best events, games, shows, streams, products at some point. I mean, the bidet's coming out, right? For streamers that we can. And I'm really excited because I know I razz on him a lot, but I truly think Aatrox is one of the best games/streams, like, what would we even call this? Online digital media marketers around. And I think I am like the least qualified here. I think it's going to be really hard to fail. With Ludwig's expertise, Nick's business skills, Aatrox's marketing skills, and my goddamn chipper can-do attitude, I think we're going to do some fun stuff. If you're a streamer and you have an idea, feel free to email me. It's on the website here. It's hello@offbrand.gg. Those go straight to me, so I'll be checking it out here. If you are a game developer and you have a game that you're making and you think you need a publisher, you need some money, you need something, you think that it's right for us, be sure to send it to us at hello@offbrand.gg. And if you just want to say hi to me, I probably won't respond, but you can always send that to hello@offbrand.gg as well. I'm really excited about this next chapter. I think that I have been streaming for a while, and it is something that is very fulfilling for me, but I'm excited to get together with my boys, my bros, and build something bigger, something that will hopefully stand the test of time, and something that won't make us want to claw our eyes out working on all day, every day, because jobs can be, I don't know, a little bit of a grind, and we are very, very privileged to be in a space where we can create this company together and only do the things that we want to do. And that's going to be a fucking fun ride, YouTube. This isn't going to affect my YouTube upload schedule, my streaming stuff. I'm still going to be doing it, but hopefully I'll be able to announce different events and things that are going on throughout the year, and you guys can say, oh, my YouTuber, my streamer did this thing. That's so very exciting. And I hope we don't fail, but if we do, you know what? I learned something. Catch you next time, YouTube.